positives or two negatives are pretty simple. It gets a little bit more complicated when you have one negative and one positive number. So let's take a look at one of those examples. -7 plus +6. I'm going to put this in parentheses to set it apart. First thing I'm going to do is draw 7 negative chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of which are negative. And to them, I'm going to add 6 positive chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now think about it this way. If you owe somebody $1, right? That's -1. Suddenly, you get your allowance and you are given $1. Well, the dollar that you owe to somebody and the dollar that you just got are going to cancel each other out and you're going to be left with $0. So here with my chips, each set of 1 negative and 1 positive chips are going to cancel out. After I cancel out my sets, I am left with 1 negative chip left over. So -7 plus +6 equals -1. Let's do another example. 12 plus -8 equals, so the first thing that I want to do is draw my 12 positive chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of which I'm going to put my positive sign in. Okay, now I want to add 8 negative chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just like I did with the last problem, each set of negative and positive are going to cancel out with one another. I am left with 4 positive chips, so 12 plus -8 equals a +4. I could draw my positive sign, but I don't need to. And finally, the last way to add integers, that is by using the algorithm. Okay? And the algorithm states that when you have the same signs, you add the numbers and you keep the sign. So, -1 plus -5. Let's see, I have the same sign, they're both negative, so I automatically know that my answer is going to be negative. 1 plus 5 equals 6. So -1 plus -5 equals -6. Same here with my positive numbers. 2 plus 10. Since both numbers are positive, I know that my answer is going to be positive. 2 plus 10 equals 12. Simple enough, right? It does get a little bit more difficult when I am talking about one positive, one negative number. So in that situation, I have one negative number, one positive, they have different signs. So I need to find the difference of the absolute values. So the absolute value of -7 is 7. The absolute value of +5 is 5. 7 minus 5 gives me 2. Then I have to take a look at which one of these has the larger absolute value. Well, I know that 7 is larger than 5, so 7 has the larger absolute value, which means that I want to take the sign of my 7, which is negative. Whether you do this problem through number line or chips, you're always going to get the same answer. What if I have 8 plus -1? Once again, I look at the absolute values. The absolute value of 8 is 8. The absolute value of -1 is 1. I subtract the absolute values. 8 minus 1 gives me 7. 8 has the higher absolute value, so I take the sign of that number, which is positive. 8 plus -1 equals positive 7. So no matter how I do it, I'm always going to get that answer. Here are a couple of problems that I want you to try. -12 plus -4. Positive 5 plus positive 9. -4 plus 6. -7 plus 13. Pause the video. When you come back, take a look at the answers. Okay, so the answer to our first problem, -12 plus -4 is -16. 5 plus 9 equals 14. -4 plus positive 6 gives me a positive 2. -7 plus 13 equals a positive 6. If you didn't get any of these right, if you still have any questions, please be sure to ask your math teacher.